self-care like eat, pray. Give thanks before eat, pray. But tell a hater that I eat, pray. I'm like Miami where the heat stay. Got the focus like a sensei. Had to carve it out my own way. You ain't got the answers like Sway. Friday night just got paid. Bought a coat that's just suede. Leveled up like 12th grade. Sweetest taboo call me Sade. Black bandit, you could call me Blade. Work hard, play hard, that's the motto. That's the motto. Pop, pop, that's the sound of the pop, pop. Wake up, grind hard, full throttle. Full throttle. Supreme good, shout out to Aristotle.
Striding in for the Indians, Roberto Perez. His prior history versus this arm, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Reyes over at second. Naylor at first, one gone. 1-1.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Roberto Perez, his second out in the 7th inning. Number 10 is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Cold strike 0-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood and a broken bat.
And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing. A big-time strikeout and some raw... And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Perez is camped under this one. 1 down. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Cedric Mullins. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. 0-1 the count. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself, I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it, took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
Anthony Santander the next to bat, and it's fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Rosario has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, as the lead remains 3-1. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring Andres Jimenez into bat.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
Mullins has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. In now for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. No balls and 1 strike. And he fouls this one off. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Cesar Hernandez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Indians go down 1-2-3, and it remains Nick Whitgren is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 62, Nick.
The pitch.
Hey!
0-1, here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Next will be the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
A pause and the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Bounce it to the left side. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Up next is Orioles.
Digging in will be T.B.E. Jones. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Naylor able to track it down for the third out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and it's still 3-1. Striding in is Jose Ramirez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he.
Cesar Valdez takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Galvis on to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Franmil Reyes comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know. Everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
The second for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Wow. Check it. A1 onion steak sauce. Run this now and I'm a great boss. Run this, it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, tryna be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Standing in the shine, make it dim right there. Gospel truth, yeah, that's him right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Tell the Uber pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got some in the back like some mosquitoes, and I never play myself. You getting body on the placebo. These C-notes getting them looser than that's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been nolly with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing in drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip on the mission, finna dip. Pole position, Lil. It's been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time, love it. Haters been a long time running. It don't matter, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. It's been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time, love it. Putting up some all-time numbers. Hang the banner, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. I ain't never falling for no pump fake. Yeah.
Everybody know y'all like the funk fake. Yeah, yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take. Yeah, yeah. Got a mask in, where your mask is. This is really me, the captain out the bag. And long as the world's spending on the taxes, I ain't standing idle, gotta keep it active. Click clock, horses in the drop. Hot, yup, Photoshop. Real hip hop, like I rock a big clock at the tip top. Shit with my photo op. Hey, when I come inside, I do 'em a favor. Don't get the wrong impression.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Santander.
First offering.
Nope. Outside.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They're down 7-5. Now into the box is Kevin Kiermaier, who came around to score last time after reaching on an error. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. Fly ball out to right field. Santander waits on it. 1 away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Mike Zunino. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They lead it 7-5. Nick Anderson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 70. Nick.
Set to start the 9th in this one. And here comes the first baseman, Trey Mancini.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Designated hitter.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
In now, T.B.E. Jones. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Now a ball lined towards center field. In there, a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. And he falls behind 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. Not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Hey, D-Roll, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Ramon Urias will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 29, Urias.
At the plate now, Freddie Galvis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Weak roller right side. Scooped up. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. So stepping in is Austin Hayes. A potential tying run for him at third base. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. Peter Fairbanks gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you, like me.
And he'll make the catch to end it, and the Rays come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. If you're just tuning in, there may be something developing in this game that you'll want to see. Heidi, help us set the scene here.
Matt, so far the guy on the hill has been absolutely, well, I don't want to jinx him by speaking the word out loud, but it starts with a P and it ends with perfect. Are we about to be witness to baseball history here?
All right, Heidi, thank you. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off in your head. I know you're down a lot, but you have to have one quality at bat followed by another quality at bat. Don't give any outs away. No ABs go unnoticed right here.
He pops it up. Left fielder is on the move, but this will land untouched. The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball one.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Austin Meadows is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. One there. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. Here it comes.
The left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot.
I got the count.
Tough take
2-2
on a terrific pitch.
2-2 the count. Fouled away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Santander waits on it. 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. Brandon Lau comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field.
Strikeout right here.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Mike Brasso digging in at the plate, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Grounded up to first baseline. Well, that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Ball, that's too high.
Here we go now. Let's go.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box, Willie Adames. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
He's still looking really solid here in the 9th, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy. But to me, it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
1 out, nobody on. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Francisco Mejia stands in as he looks at a called strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw one to first, and the Orioles get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over.
Well, Dan, we almost saw history today with a no-hitter. But even though that wasn't meant to be, they did get the win.
Yeah, D-Roll, and that's ultimately the important thing. It was a transcendent pitching performance for most of the game. It was a thrill to see him come so close to the no-no, and a win like this will surely give his team a lift.
The freeway lizards on my feeling so good on the one-way trip back to West Hollywood. Let's go. It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to be in total control. It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to be in total control. There were spotlights flying through the sky from the winter wonderland, catching out the bees hiding in the clouds. No future Batman, not before Christmas, not very likely. Stored in a warehouse in the valley. It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to be in total control. It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to be in total control. It's so convincing, but something's missing. The sun is kissing my face and erasing my doubts. I'm going out with the bang and the fangs of a parasite. I'm feeling alright, 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 alright. Dreams, etc. and forever. I hope, said no one. She's a plastic Cleopatra on a throne of ice. She's a hemophiliac with a dying battery life. Candy-colored fingers and schadenfreude eyes. Thinking airbrush thoughts with the logo on her mind. It's so delightful. It's so insightful. It's so frightful. Feeling it.
Joey Gallo makes his first start for them today after they traded for him. Guys, it's a new look lineup after they added him as a piece for their postseason push.
And he knows they're looking for him to provide a spark with the bat, Matty. They're hoping he's the missing piece for this offense.
Yeah, no doubt, D-Roll. A lot of teams tinker with their roster over the course of the season, hoping to find that right combo of players. We'll see if this move looks good after today.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. And as we previewed before, this is his first at-bat with his new club. He's set and the pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off. Pearson offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. George Springer the next to hit. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone!
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally...
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Taken high and deep to right. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it, but I don't think he got her just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But hard to complain about a well-hit double, though.
Here's the first pitch to him. Joey Gallo is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
And it's fouled away.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Throw just... So bases are empty with 1 out now, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. A 1 pitch on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. Into bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And that is off the wall. Runner around second now, headed for third. The relay, and he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. Runners are at second and third here with only 1 away. And that'll bring in Kevin Biggio. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Jones is there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Next, it'll be Joey Gallo. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Let it go.
The 0-1 pitch.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. Springer is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Joey Gallo. Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Hard hit ball to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. The 3-1. Now here's a swing by Tellez as he gets a lot of this one out to deep right field. Into the flag court and gone.
Well, you just don't think about what might have been, but you sure wish he didn't give up that run in the bottom of the 8th. If he didn't surrender that one there, this would be a tie game. Be that as it may, they may have some momentum now. We'll see what they can do with it.
had it going all season long, and if anybody tells you they predicted it, they're a liar. Heidi, give us a little more.
Matt, in what may be the story of the season so far, this club, who was thought to be in a complete rebuild mode, has absolutely dominated in the first half and is showing no sign of slowing down. When asked how they're doing it, they say they're just believing in each other and playing each game to win. Sounds easy enough, but let's not forget what odds and expectations these guys are overcoming to be doing what they're doing.
Thank you, Heidi. Next up, Anthony Santander. Lifetime in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now the first pitch.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get him ball.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. And this gets down. Extra bases. And this could change everything. And the second run will score as that lead has evaporated. It's now a tie game, 4 apiece.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Roll. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Ross Stripling is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. The tag, and he's safe. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. Number 17 for him on the season. And they double him up. It's 8-4.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So now to the plate, Jahmai Jones. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Hernandez is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But a big inning here as they bat around and push 7 runs across the plate to take. Kevin Biggio stepping up now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, number 9.
Now pitch on the way. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
Next to bat for Toronto, George Springer. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santander waits on it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. All set for the start of the
leading off for the Orioles, the third baseman, Ramon.
first offering on its way. Lifted in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He's got it one away.
The batter, number 2.
And stepping in, Freddie Galvis. His previous history with Ross Stripling. He's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Austin Hayes the next to bat. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Skied down the left field line. Gurriel is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. So a nice bounce back inning there after the 7th spot last time around. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Orioles 8. Stepping in one.
Leading up for Toronto.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts one at bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back in this.
Gallo has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Lifetime against this particular arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Fry offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw gets him, 2 down. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Blue Jays go down in order. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Chance Sisco. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Biggio is under it, 1 away.
Up next for the Orioles.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. In now for the O's, Joey Gallo. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just 1 pitch. What are they doing up there?
And that'll make him 1-for-4 in this one. So the top of the 9th keeps a rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
Nice adjustment by the batter right there. You cannot fault the pitcher for going to that well again. First one he swings and misses through, and this one the batter's able to execute and drive it for a base hit.
Popped him up. Coming in is Hernandez. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 5, 6, and 7. Stepping in for the Jays, Rowdy Tellez. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's got a 3-for-5 line. He also has 1 home run. Comes set, and the 0-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And quickly, there's 1 down to lead off the frame. Now it'll be Marcus Semien. It was an R.B.I. double for him in his last turn to the plate. Galvis has it on the first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. Comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. Grounded to third. He's got it. Throw on to first, and the Orioles have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. Well, a rolling stone gathers no moss, and these guys, I'm not sure they've even heard of moss.
Yeah, this is a complete baseball team right now, guys. They've shown they can beat you in a variety of ways. They look like a team ready for the postseason, and we haven't even reached the All-Star break.
No doubt about it, D-Row. I think they are the league standard right now, and it's a treat to watch this team play. Going to be a fun team to follow the rest of the season.
My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all just in the street. Y'all ain't in the street. Y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like, never mind. They playing with all of these and this is money, but never mind. I could probably never rhyme and still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth, just to keep it a buck. You play with me once and you dumped. The that I say when I'm done, you know I'm ignorant. I'm at my house party acting, telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and I do it again. Act like a saint, who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grin. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win.
Well, this premier matchup between 2 current division leaders has so far lived up to its billing, guys.
It certainly has, Matt, and it's not hard to imagine that these 2 impressive teams could potentially meet up again in October. So it's fun to get a look at them clashing here and sizing each other up.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Orioles strand a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Carlos Correa now. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. That one catches the edge of the zone, called the strike.
And that's got to fire you up right there, boys. This guy has been on the bump all game. Now it's late, and he's still throwing challenge pitch after challenge pitch. Think he's feeling frisky?
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. And that's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Here's another 2-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. And Noli Paredes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 48.
Now to the plate, here is Anthony Santander. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
The center fielder, number 25.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The batter, number 24.
So now here is DJ Stewart. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Next, here is Trey Mancini. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to hit is the catcher, Martin Maldonado. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there, base hit. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away. Misses ball 2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Now the payoff pitch home.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Hayes will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
No left fielder.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Ryan Presley comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously
Number 55, Ryan Presley.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Ryan Mountcastle is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. A ball and a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swing and a liner. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now to bat, Ramon Urias singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
Scooped up, and that's the second out. And now, Michael Franco. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
I'm sure every pitcher on the staff could use an extra run right here. I know the bases are empty and there's 2 outs, but stay on the attack. Get a guy on first base. You never know. You get something going, string a few across.
Again, another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Line drive to left. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the top of the 9th keeps it rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Standing in now, Freddie Galvis, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1, here it comes. Great curveball there, really fooled him with that one.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Franco, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled away. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Your attention, please.
Joey Gallo, we called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped up. Bregman is there for it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Pedro Severino is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Galvis, great stop. How about that?
The first baseman, number 10.
So here's Yuli Gurriel. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Out in front of it, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them, and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. So that ends what was quite an entertaining matchup of top dogs here, guys.
Yeah, when 2 division leaders face off, it is like 2 alpha dogs staring at each other. Unfortunately, there's only going to be room for one at the top of the pack. But it's fun to get a peek at what it looks like for these 2 contenders to tangle head-to-head.
Yeah, this was a fun matchup, and I have a ton of respect for both of these 2 teams. But what really matters is what comes of these 2 teams later in the season when championships are won and lost. I want to see what these teams have become at that point.